Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. My name is Rebecca, and today on the Homestead we'll be doing some simple, tasty treats together, where we will be making some Saltine Chocolate Toffee, or Chocolate Toffee Bark using Saltine Crackers. This is a simple, no-bake recipe. These work well for the holidays as well as for an easy, everyday treat using some simple ingredients you likely have in your pantry already. So follow along while we make this Saltine Chocolate Toffee. Alright, so first what we're going to do is get our saltine crackers ready. So here I have a lined baking pan. We're going to add some parchment paper to that, and you will either use one large sleeve of saltines, or if you buy the smaller packages, it'll take 2 sleeves of saltine crackers. We're going to line these evenly onto this pan. Okay, now we'll go prep the toffee topping on the cooktop. Okay, so in this pan, I will add 1.5 sticks of butter. Turn it up to medium-high heat. We'll let this butter melt. Okay, the butter is all melted, so to this we will add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. We will stir this until the brown sugar dissolves. Now we're going to bring this up to a boil and then cook that at a boil for about 3 minutes in order to make our toffee. And just stir occasionally to prevent sticking and scorching. So now it's boiling, so we'll let this boil for about 3 minutes. Alright, this has been boiling for about 3 minutes. All the butter has incorporated evenly into this toffee, so we will remove it from the heat. We'll head back to the crackers. Okay, so we're back over at the crackers. So what we're going to do is pour our prepared toffee over the top of these crackers here. And with the offset spatula, which works the best, you can use whatever spatula or utensil you have. You want to evenly spread this toffee over the top of these crackers. Okay, so that's the first layer. We have our toffee set. Now let's head back to the cooktop and we'll get some chocolate melted. Okay, so to melt the chocolate you can do it 2 different ways. One, you can use a double boiler method, which is what I will be doing today. So I have a little pot of water filled about halfway. Put it to about medium-high heat. Then you just use a little stainless steel bowl, put that on top, and we'll add 2 cups of chocolate to there. And as the water boils, the steam will rise and slowly melt the chocolate chips in here. Another way you can do this is you can put the chocolate chips in a microwave-safe bowl and put that in the microwave and heat the chocolate chips slowly, about 15 to 30 seconds at a time, and then stirring the chocolate chips between each time until all the chocolate chips are nice and melted and smooth. So we'll let the water boil and get these chocolate chips melted. Once the water boils, this process usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. So we can add this layer to our toffee saltine crackers. Alright, so the water is boiling, the chocolate chips are starting to melt. So I like to get in here with the spatula and just kind of stir and press the chocolate chips down towards the bottom of the bowl. That'll help them melt. And once they're all melted, you have a nice smooth consistency. We're going to remove it from the heat. Now we're going to add that to the saltine toffee crackers. Okay, so now we're going to add this melted chocolate onto the top of these toffee saltine crackers. Now we'll use a offset spatula again and evenly spread this chocolate. For this layer, I like to kind of go past the edges of the crackers. Then you'll cover up all the cracker borders. Now we'll head back to the stovetop and work on making some toppings for this. So now we'll make some toppings, and we will be using the double boiler method again. In this bowl I have 1 cup of white chocolate melts, and we have the water boiling. As the steam rises, it'll slowly melt this chocolate for us. This should only take about 3 minutes or so once this water starts boiling for these. And again, if you didn't want to do the double boiler method like I'm doing here, you could place the white chocolate chips or white chocolate melts into a glass bowl and microwave them about 20 seconds at a time, and then stir them and put them in another 20 seconds. And keep doing that until the white chocolate melts. These are starting to melt a little bit already. I'll just keep an eye on them and stir them, much like I did with the chocolate chips. Okay, so all the white chocolate melts have melted. I've been stirring it and pressing any unmelted portions towards the base of the bowl. They're completely melted. So we'll remove that from the heat, and we'll get to decorating our saltine toffee. All right, so now let's decorate our saltine chocolate toffee. So we have the melt chocolate on here, and it had a chance to set a little bit. So now I like to take a spatula and just kind of make little swirls and blotches and dollops of the white chocolate. Go kind of heavy on half, and I'll do a little swirl on the other side. There's no right or wrong way to decorate this. Let's try to use up the white chocolate. Now we're going to add some mixed nuts and dried fruits. I have this little container, kind of a blend of raisins and craisins and dried cherries and some mixed nuts. I like to do some mixed nuts that are chopped up, but you can either coarsely chop them with a knife or like I did in a mini processor. Kind of sprinkle them over the top. And I lightly pat them in. Then I like to do some that are more whole, so you can really see what they are. If you want to do this holiday themed, you could stick with fruits and things that are of a similar color that you want for that particular holiday. I have golden raisins, craisins, and dried cherries today. You could also do coconut flakes. That would be tasty as well. So now I'm just going to gently press some of these nuts and things into our chocolate bark. Now this will go into the refrigerator to set for about 1 hour. Alright, so the toffee bark has been setting in the refrigerator for about 1 hour. So I will just take the parchment paper off of the pan, put it onto a cutting surface. So for this, a 10-inch chef knife works very well. You can also use a pizza cutter, or if you have one of those really big pizza cutters that you kind of rock to cut things, that works well too. And we're going to cut this into whatever shape and size pieces that we want. So I like to kind of just do an abstract cut. So I'll do little triangles and just whatever I feel like at that moment. Okay, so let's head over and we'll take a closer look at the finished product. Alright guys, here you have it. Here are the Saltine Chocolate Toffee, or the Chocolate Toffee Bark. This was a really easy recipe to put together, and it's really delicious. It has the saltiness from the saltine with the caramely toffee flavor, similar to that of like a Heath bar. Then you have the layers of chocolate and the nuts and dried fruits. You can play around with the combinations of what you have in the pantry or what your favorite nut or dried fruit is, or if you like coconut. You can make them personalized for whatever holiday you might be making them for as well. I really like this combination, and it's really tasty. So these will store very nicely in an airtight container for about 2 weeks, if they last that long, and I hope you give these a try sometime. Well, I hope you enjoyed our time together in the kitchen today while we made these tasty treats. And if you'd like some more inspiration on sweet things you can make and recipes for desserts or snacks, check out my Recipes and in the Kitchen playlist, and maybe you'll find something you'd like to try as well. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. See you next time. Take care.